Hello students, today we will study about the classification of bryophytes. According to the modern system of classification, which is given by Smith in 1935. On the basis of this classification, division is bryophyta, and under this division of bryophyta, there are three classes. First class, that is the Hepticopsida. Second class, that is the Anthoceratopsida. Third class, that is Bryopsida. So we start one by one of the classes with their saline features. Class 1, that is the Hepticopsida. Heptica means liver. Thus the Hepticopsida are popularly known as liverworts. Because the plants belonging to this group are liver shaped, the plants distribution, the member of this group are comprises about 250 genera and 9,500 species. These are worldwide in distribution from the Arctic through temperate zones to tropical forests, but are few more numerous in tropics. Second, that is the habitat. Plants prefer to grow in moist and shady places like the high humidity, on marshy grounds, damp soil, rocks and barks of tree. The gametophyte, next, that is the gametophytes. The gametophytic plant body is small, dorsiventral, and is either thallus-like thallose or leafy axis or foliose. When the plants are foliose, the leaves are without a midrib and are arranged on the axis in 2 to 3 rows. Internally, the gametophytic plant body in either simple or consists of many tissues, but the photosynthetic cells contain many chloroplasts and one to several oil bodies. Pynoids are absent. Rhizoids are always one cell. Rhizoids are always one-celled, means single-celled. Asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction takes place by vegetative means like the fragmentation, gamete, tubers, adventitious branches, or apexes. True asexual spores called the mytospores are absent like other land plants. Next, that is the sexual reproduction. The sex organs develop from single superficial cells situated on the dorsal side of thallus except when terminal in position. Next, that is the sporophyte. The sporogonium has very little or no chlorophyllous tissue and lacks stomata. The archisporium develops from endothecium The sporogonia are simple. They are either differentiated into foot, seta, and capsule, or simply into foot and capsule. The capsule is not linear. It lacks columella and intercalary meristem. The sporogonium tissue gives rise to spore mother cells and one-celled elaters, except in Rixia. Rixia is one of the plants in this class. Capsule dehisces by drying of capsule wall, which splits along the preformed lines of weakness. It never dehisces into two walls. Class Hepticopsida divided into 4 or 6 orders, but in this given only the 4 orders. Order 1, Sperocarpals, examples Sperocarpus. Second order, Marchantials, example Rixia and Marchantia. Order 3, that is Zungermanials, example Palea, Porella. Order 4, Calobrials, example Calobrium. Next, that is the class Anthosrotopsida. Anthosrotopsida. In this class, you have studied about the Anthosros plants. Salient features of this class: it is a small, well-defined group of plants called hornworts. You see here, that is the horn-like sporogonium. These, that is hornworts. It includes 6 genera and 300 species in a single order, that is Anthosrotals, example Anthosros, Notothiales. These are mostly found in tropical and temperate regions and thrive best in moist and shady places. The adult plant body is an independent thyroid gametophyte. Here you see, that is the gametophytic structure in this. Which is dorsiventrally flattened and lobed. The thallus is attached to the substratum by means of the rhizoids. Scales are absent. Internally, thallus exhibits a uniform cellular organization. The cells contain chloroplasts with numerous pyrenoids. Intercellular mucilaginous cavities are present which open on the ventral side by slot-like pores. Air chambers, pores, photosynthetic filaments, storage regions, and oil bodies are absent, which are present in the Marchantia. Thallus may be monoecious or dioecious. Sex organs are sunken, that is here you see that is are sunken in the thallus tissue on the dorsal surface and are endogenous in origin. Sporophyte is differentiated. Here you see the sporophyte is differentiated into foot, capsule, and an intercalary meristem. Is present at the base of the capsule. Due to this type of meristem or intercalary meristems resulted the indeterminate growth of the Capsule. Capsule is long, cylindrical, with well developed 4 to 6 layered capsule wall, stomata, air chambers, dome shaped archisporium, and a central sterile columella. Sporogenous tissue develops from epithelium. Pseudoelaters are present which lack thickening bands, a characteristic feature of elaters. The sporophyte is partially dependent on gametophytes. Next, or that is the last class, that is Bryopsida. It is the largest, one minute, we see the distribution. It is the largest and the most advanced group of bryophytes, represented by 600 genera and 1500 species distributed worldwide. They thrive best in moist and humid places, but a few species grow in bogs and marshes. Gametophyte. Gametophyte. It is free living, independent. That is, you see here. That is the Funaria plants. Free living, independent, and dominant plant in the life cycle. It consists of two growth stages: the protonymal stage, which is represented by the branched, prostrate, creeping green filaments, and second, that is the leafy gametophores, represented by the erect, radially symmetrical leafy shoots. Next, that is the asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction by vegetative means is widespread in mosses. Any part of the gametophyte, namely leaf, stem, rhizoids, or any portion of the plant or protonyma, can regenerate a new gametophore. Next, that is the sexual reproduction. There are some mosses are monoecious while others are dioecious. Sex organs are antheridia and archegonia, that is here, antheridia, archegonia. Antheridia produce large number of biflagellate, spirally coiled spermatozoids, or other name that is the anthrozoids. Water is needed for the fertilizations, that is one of the special features of the bryophytes. Next, that is the sporophyte, that is this sporophytes. Fusion of the gametes results in diploid zygote that undergoes cleavage to form embryo, which by further differentiates and growth develops to produce the sporophytes. It remains, means sporophyte remains attached to the parent gametophyte and is partially dependent on it, means on the gametophyte for their nourishment. It is specialized only for the production of spores and their dispersal. Protonyma. Spore germinate to produce green branched alga-like filament called the primary protonyma, that is this, except in sphagnum and andredi, in which green filament is a thalloid protonyma. It is short-lived junior stage that later on produces a leafy gametophore. A large number of gametophores are produced from a single spore. The class, the class Bryopsida comprises three subclass. One is the or first subclass, that is the Sphagneidae, and under this subclass, that is order Sphagnales, examples Sphagnum. Second subclass Andidae, order Andidiales, example Andidea. Class subclass 3, that is Braidae, order Funerales, example Funaria, which is this plant you have already studied according to your syllabus. Second order Polytrichals, example Polytrichum. Students, this is the modern classifications given by the Smith, and these classifications may be come up to the 5 marks or 6 marks and sometimes 8 marks with the characteristics of sub all the three classes. Today's classification of the today's lecture on the classification of the bryophytes is finished, and on the next video we will study about the economic importance of the bryophytes, and after the next video your section of the bryophytes will complete, and after the bryophytes we will study about the pteridophyte plants. Thank you.